Communication. Communication is the process of sharing ideas, thoughts, information effectively. And we all know this LSRW, this listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So whoever has this proper communication, who has mastered this communication skills, will be able to succeed in academic and other things. So if a strong communication leads to academic and life success. So importance of this communication skills, especially for the students, communication helps students to participate in class, express ideas clearly, perform well in presentations, build confidence. So we can find in the classroom, we go and teach, we deliver the lessons with lots of effort. From the other side, students sometimes, or many times you can find, except one or two students, a very few students, they participate, they interact with the teachers. What's the reason? The reason is they are not able to communicate. They might have understood what the teacher has conveyed. The problem comes here, they have become hesitant. They are fear and what they think that they are not able to communicate properly. So what happens because of this? Lack of communication becomes a barrier. So they are not able to participate in classroom discussion. Though they have understood, they are not able to express the ideas properly. So this is the reason why communication is important. And what are the challenges here? Why is student hesitant to speak? Why he doesn't speak? Because he fears that he may go wrong if he speaks. If he doesn't speak properly, other students may mock him, make fun of him. So it instills fear in him of making mistakes. Because of that, he lacks confidence. So he's not able to speak because he lacks confidence. Another reason here, the problem with challenges to communication skills is what? Limited vocabulary. He is not able to articulate. And another reason here, lack of speaking practice. So usually you can find in traditional classroom, we already in previous session we discussed this flipped classroom, flipped learning, and difference between flipped learning and traditional learning. In traditional methods, usually the teachers focus on theory, give less speaking practice. But actually, students need what? Interactive, engaging learning tools. There was a time you can find 15 years back, it was what? Teacher-centric. Teacher plays the main role here. Teacher teaches, student listen, seldom students interact. Now the present teaching method is what? Student-centric. Almost okay, many schools follow this, where students play a major role here. Flipped classroom is also part of it. So what is a TED Talk? What is TED Education? TED Ed is the education initiative of TED. What is TED? Full form TED? Technology, entertainment, design. So those who already watched TED Talk online is available lucky there on website, TED website. You can also download app. I think most of the teachers might be using this. If they're not aware of this, I recommend to install TED app in your mobile phone, or if you have a laptop, you can go visit TED website. The best thing of is here, you can choose your topic. Lots of lectures available in English, sometimes in Tamil. The best way to improve, for example, if anyone wants to develop the communication skills, or they want to develop the speaking skills especially, they can watch this TED Talk. It's available on TED website. You can choose the topic. There are lots of topics available. If you are interested in Islamic studies, if you are interested in politics, if I interest in entertainment, accordingly, you can choose the area. If I interest in sports, anything, you can choose the area. I can also choose the timing. For example, like if you want to listen to 5 minutes lecture, if you want to listen to 10 minutes lecture, all those things, you can choose accordingly. And everything, according in countries, we can choose. So throughout the world, many have contributed to this TED Talk. You can listen and can enrich your knowledge. Not only that, you can also, by listening to native speakers of English, you can develop your communication skills. You can develop your pronunciation. Of course, the TED Talks available made by Indians, by Africans, but I recommend you to listen to lectures given by native speakers of English, where you can develop your pronunciation. So this TED Ed is also part of TED Talk, but TED Ed you can find here. There will be no one giving a talk, but there are people who have made lessons, animated lessons, which you can use in your classroom to teach communication skills. So it was launched in 2012 with the aim of promoting learning and curiosity among students and teachers worldwide. The idea behind TED is simple. Ideas worth sharing, worth spreading should be lessons worth sharing. So you can find TED Talk. Okay, you can find a logo of this. Okay, motto of this one. You can find here ideas worth sharing. And this stated here, ideas worth sharing should also be lessons worth ideas worth spreading, lessons worth sharing. So, continuation of this. TED Education is an educational platform offering short animated videos, interactive lessons, global learning exposure. This TED Ed makes learning simple, engaging, and effective. What are the key features here? It won't be a lengthy video, it will be a short videos, about 3 to 5 minutes. You can find high quality animation and comes to comprise what? Wide subject, what? It covers wide subject. For example, if you want to teach history, if you want to teach chemistry, if you want to teach riddles, if you want to teach about novel, you can find what plethora of our topics here. You can have many topics available in this what TED education. And if you just browse it, you can find many topics. And another thing here, it's interactive lesson. So it encourages interest and participation. So we can find here what is structure of this lesson. Structure you can find here. These are the structure of this TED education lesson, which I'll show you, give you a demo now. Watch, think, dig deeper, discuss. Watch, we can make the students watch the video, learn through it, think. That is what we can have the multiple choice question where students make the keyword. They won't watch the video. By watching the video, they have to answer the questions. Dig further here, you can give what topics to what discuss, what explore more topics. You can also what session, okay, what have a column where students can discuss, they can share the ideas. It promotes active learning. So what I do here, I'll share the lesson which I have created through TED Ed lessons. So this is a lesson which I created from the TED Ed lesson, Mansa Musa. So what you can do here, you can use your Gmail ID, Google ID to log in here, or else you can create your own account. Otherwise, you can use your Gmail ID to log in using your keyword educator ID. You can be educator or learner. And here in this column, is it visible? Is the website visible?
No, sir.
Well, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This website, TED Education, you can log in through your Gmail ID. Then only you can create lessons, or you can create your own account there. and we can become an educator. There are two paths here, educator, learner. You can choose educator as a teacher. And here you can find, you can create your own lesson. I have created one lesson here, which I'll give you a demo now. The one thing here, just what? Copy paste the URL, YouTube or many TED Talk URL there, and what automatically you can create this lesson. So here you have to watch it. Just you can watch the video now, just for 4 minutes.
If someone asked you who the richest people in history were, who would you name? Perhaps a billionaire banker or corporate mogul like...
Is it audible?
S, sir. S.
Yes, sir.
Bill Gates or John D. Rockefeller? How about African king Musa Kita I? Ruling the Mali Empire in the 14th century CE, Mansa Musa, or the King of Kings, amassed a fortune that possibly made him one of the wealthiest people who ever lived. But his vast wealth was only one piece of his rich legacy. When Mansa Musa came to power in 1312, much of Europe was racked by famine and civil wars. But many African kingdoms and the Islamic world were flourishing, and Mansa Musa played a great role in bringing the fruits of this flourishing to his own realm. By strategically annexing the city of Timbuktu and re-establishing power over the city of Gaul, he gained control over important trade routes between the Mediterranean and the West African coast, continuing a period of expansion which dramatically increased Mali's size. The territory of the Mali Empire was rich in natural resources, such as gold and salt. The world first witnessed the extent of Mansa Musa's wealth in 1324, when he took his pilgrimage to Mecca. Not one to travel on a budget, he brought a caravan stretching as far as the eye could see. Accounts of this journey are mostly based on an oral testimony and differing written records, so it's difficult to determine the exact details. But what most agree on is the extravagant scale of the excursion. Chroniclers describe an entourage of tens of thousands of soldiers, civilians, and slaves, 500 heralds, bearing gold staffs and dressed in fine silks, and many camels and horses bearing an abundance of gold bars. Stopping in cities such as Cairo, Mansa Musa is said to have spent massive quantities of gold, giving to the poor, buying souvenirs, and even having mosques built along the way. In fact, his spending may have destabilized the regional economy, causing mass inflation. This journey reportedly took over a year, and by the time Mansa Musa returned, tales of his amazing wealth had spread to the ports of the Mediterranean. Mali and its king were elevated to near legendary status, cemented by their inclusion on the 1375 Catalan Atlas. One of the most important world maps of medieval Europe, it depicted the king holding a scepter and a gleaming gold nugget. Mansa Musa had literally put his empire and himself on the map. But material riches weren't the king's only concern. As a devout Muslim, he took a particular interest in Timbuktu, already a center of religion and learning prior to its annexation. Upon returning from his pilgrimage, he had the great Djinguereber Mosque built there with the help of an Andalusian architect. He also established a major university, further elevating the city's reputation and attracting scholars and students from all over the Islamic world. Under Mansa Musa, the empire became urbanized, with schools and mosques in hundreds of densely populated towns. The king's rich legacy persisted for generations, and to this day, there are mausoleums, libraries, and mosques that stand as a testament to this golden age of Mali's history.
So this is a lesson here. So when you post this video, you can also give introduction to what you're going to say here. Just I given here about Mansa Musa ruled powerful Mali Empire from 1312 to 1337. His empire was rich in gold, salt, and trade routes. All those things are given. So after watching this video, the students will go for this multiple choice which I have created. we can just give the question, and also we can create options with what? The answers. I have fed the answer here. When I share the link, for example, okay, at the end of session, maybe share the link and just try it. So we can give multiple choice questions. I have created 3 multiple choice questions here. For example, what was the main source of wealth in Mali Empire? What effect did Mansa Musa journey have on Cairo? So after watching the they have to watch the video and what they have to answer this question. For example, answer this what? Economic inflation. You can check my answer. It's correct because already I've read this answer. For example, what was the main source of wealth in Mali Empire? Oil, diamonds here, gold and so. This is how students can check the answer. So it will be more interactive. So students will also interested. They can also repeat the video here. So they can pause. For example, you can just click the video, particular, for example, 1 minute. Where is the answer? For example, you can just mark it. And you can just show the answers to them. Then you can have another keyword, one word, one sentence question. Why is Mansa Musa considered richest person in history? How did his pilgrimage influence global awareness of Africa? They can just type it, one sentence. Then after that word, dig deeper here, they can explore. We can give more information about the topic. They can read here. After this, it comes for discussion. So students can participate here. Was Mansa Musa display of wealth beneficial or harmful? Why? They can have a discussion. Can wealth alone define a ruler's as greatness? They can have an answer here. They can just type the answer. How they can participate in discussion. And finally, you can just give a conclusion. Okay, what's the topic all about? So this lesson 10 education will be more interactive to the students. Now let's come to slides. So I already tell you, this is a part of flipped classroom. So TED education is flipped classroom. Flipped classroom approach, like you can learn content at home through videos. Similarly, you can send the TED content to the students. Use class time for discussion and practice. Similarly, use the TED education, watch lessons before class in classroom. Because students would answer question, discuss ideas, practice speaking. TED as a flipped classroom tool. Benefits: more time for communication activities, better understanding, encourages independent learning. Example, you can find the video which I showed you. Students watch Mansa Musa video at home, discuss in classroom what made him influential. And this TED education videos helps improves listening skill, because you can find most of videos are made by native speakers of English. They have exposure to clear pronunciation. They'll develop the pronunciation skills. Better understanding of spoken English, focus on the key ideas, they watch, note points, and what they share. And it also helps build their vocabulary. Learn words to usage, improve sentence formation. Example, empire, trade, influence. Student use words in speaking tasks. Enhance speaking skills, encourage opinion sharing, promotes classroom interaction. Example, do you think will define success? Why? Just can initiate the topic. This time you can ask the student to speak. It builds confidence and clarity. Develops critical thinking. Students analyze ideas, give logical reasons, form independent opinions. Example, how did Mansa Musa impact global trade? Because they watched the video, they read the materials on website there, and now they're ready to discuss. I already told you what improves pronunciation and fluency, learn correct pronunciation, practice speaking naturally, listen. Okay, many times, any number of times, listen, pause, and repeat the video. Builds confidence and real life communication. So by watching the video, they have the keyword knowledge of what they're going to speak. So it reduces fear of speaking, which already they had. Increase participation because they are confident now. They understood what they're going to speak. It includes what? Activities. We can have those what? Group discussion, debates, short presentation. So in conclude, TED education lessons improve listening and speaking. It also helps what? To build vocabulary and confidence. It encourages critical thinking, and also what? By this what? We can create active, confident communicators. So that's what we lack in a classroom. We can find a 50 instead of 30 or 40. We can find 10 students speaking. Other 30 students, okay, they're not able to participate. The reason here, they are not dull. They don't have a proper vocabulary. They have fear. If you have this type of what activity in your classroom, it instill more confidence in them, and in turn they'll be able to speak confidently. So I'll post this what the in chat box. I'll post the link with the lesson which I created. Just check it. Use your Google login, and you can see the view the lessons. Thank you. Any question? If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, then what? Wind up. Salim sir, Salvi.
Yes, sir. You may be having some questions because this is a very new. For most of us, it is new only. Many questions will be there. You can use it in your class. Ask one or two questions, and then we will wind up. Quick.
TED app link is just Google Play Store. You can download TED app. Or you can also visit the website. They just type TED website. You can just TED Ed or TED Talk website, and you can view the videos.
Okay, sir.
It is free of cost, isn't sir?
Yes.
Free of cost, isn't?
Yes, free. It's free. It's free. We can create lessons and you can share with the students.
Do they have any curriculum, sir?
No. Okay, they have made lots of videos on various topics. If you browse through TED education videos, you can find lots of videos. I said about history, about language, about novel, which you have read here. In nutshell, for example, about Kafka's novel, or maybe any animal farm novel, George Orwell animal novel, or George Orwell 1985 or 84 novel. Okay, what are novels you want to read? In nutshell, in 3 to 4 minutes, what they summarize everything. So you have proper knowledge about what they're going to discuss. So, for example, if you want to teach a short story, if you want to teach a history, there are videos available on education. You can just share it. And before sharing it, you can create your own lesson. As I just showed you now, you can create a lesson by having the multiple choice question, like having one word case sentence questions, and make students discuss on the topic. This is how you can create lessons. And just first explore it. First, they go to website, explore the lessons, and you can get the idea. By having Google ID login, you can create your own lessons and share with the students. And you can also monitor the response there. How many students respond and what are the return, you can monitor. It's free of cost.
Alhamdulillah. Very nice type of education. Provoking,
Thank
this
you.
educational type is provoking, Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
So this app, we can use it at our school and benefit from it. We are thankful to Professor Dr. Zaheer Abdul Ghafoor sir for sharing this information. Sir's sessions used to be very activity based, so that that benefits a lot to our teachers. So all our teachers and some principals are also here, and they will take this message to their schools. So thank you very much, sir. Again, we will meet tomorrow. Again, we will meet tomorrow with 2 more learned speakers. Audience are requested to put their expressions suggestions or what you feel about this program in the group itself, so that others are get attracted. So you can quote, I have learned a new programming app, a new lesson driven act. It's like that. You put your own suggestions and remarks or good things in the group, so that others are attracted and more people are benefited. With this, we are going to end this program. Thank you very much.